Can you just do on your car here? Because I don't have a thing.
Damn, dog.
Yeah,
I thought it was done.
Yeah. Hey.
Wait.
Where's that?
Wait, what am I?
You got a warrant. Stop. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Right to get fake.
Hey, you two. Let me see your hands. Let's see your hands. What do you got there?
This is a phone, bro.
Yeah, what type is it?
This is the keys, bro. I ain't did nothing wrong. What the fuck did you put your hands on me for? Why do you even doing that? You can't even do that, bro. You can't do that. You can't do that, bro.
It's a real nail-biting moment when criminals realize they're being busted. Think about drunk drivers, dodging responsibility, but getting snagged by the sharp-eyed body cams and fast cars of the cops.
Mind just keeping your hands on your truck for me?
Yep.
Just put your hands on your truck for me right now.
Huh?
Are you a little intoxicated?
Nope.
Why were you running, man?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They can't slip away for long with ever-present cameras and eyewitnesses on the lookout. And when those arrest warrants come knocking, the coordinated efforts of law enforcement leave them with no place to hide and nowhere to run. In January 2023, the Tallmadge Police Department sprang into action following a vehicle mishap. As the rookie officer activated his body camera, the scene unfolded. A 19-year-old driver was already sitting by the sidewalk, confessing to being under the influence of alcohol.
So you said you had a couple things to drink?
Yeah.
What'd you have? You live on Drive? In Stowe? Yeah, she said she's drunk. So, how old are you?
19.
You're 19? Where are you coming from? You were out at the bars at Kent?
No, I wasn't at the bars. I was at my house.
All right. Well, you're okay though. You're not hurt or anything. All right. Okay. Well.
I'm sorry. I swear. I'm sorry. I didn't hurt anyone.
All right. Well,
This 19-year-old finds herself in a tough spot. Beyond the aftermath of an alcohol-related crash, facing an OVI charge can be a real pain. From license suspension, hefty fines, increased insurance rates, obligatory driving courses, community service, and limited career options, the repercussions can linger for years.
would you want to do some tests for me to make sure you're okay for driving?
I'm not okay. I'm not gonna pass. I promise you.
You're not okay? You're not pass, you said?
2019 Hyundai, registered to Robert.
All right.
He's valid,
Just
negative.
sit here, okay, and just stay here for a little. Don't move. All right. Hey, Rob. All right. So first. Hey, all right. Hey, stop. Can you stop?
It's certainly a good sign that she recognized she wasn't fit to drive even before any tests were conducted. But let's face it, she could have come to this conclusion before going for a ride. However, it appears desperation got the best of her, leading to the regrettable choice to run from the cops. Not the smartest move, young lady. As per standard procedure, she'll now be escorted to the police station.
I copy.
You got anything on you? You got anything on you?
No, I don't.
All right, roll over this way. On your knees. Go to your knee. All right, stand up.
Regular.
Really?
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't even mean to do that. I'm sorry.
So,
I'm sorry. I'm really. I'm not sorry. The thing is, sorry means nothing. It really means nothing. It doesn't mean anything.
More and more women become entangled in drunk driving incidents these days. But apart from the checks conducted in legal circles, we're left in the dark about their everyday lives, mental health backgrounds, and family dynamics. It's only natural to think that there's gotta be something behind why this 19-year-old ended up in this mess.
Okay, get her information, get her stuff off the sidewalk there. I'll tow the car. She's gonna go, you're gonna take her to Mogador.
she refused to do my tests.
Okay, that's fine.
I've never done DUI.
Yeah, so take her to Mogador. They're gonna give her a chance to blow on the box. And if she refuses that, you just bring her back. We'll get her booked. We'll meet you 18 and we'll get her booked. And then we're gonna handle this crash later, all right?
Now, It's up to the police department to ask her to undergo some tests and get her squared away with an OVI booking. In case you're confused, OVI, or operating a vehicle impaired, and DUI, or driving under the influence, mean the same thing. OVI is just a more updated term.
So what do you want me to do?
So, have you ever done one?
No.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you have to read the 2255 form.
Okay.
Okay, so she's going to follow along right here. That's
Okay.
just highlighted for them. So, top of the form, you're going to start here. You're now under arrest for OVI,
Okay.
operating listed vehicle. You're going to read all that. You're going to read all the way down this
Okay.
line right here. Okay. Just read all that. Same thing's on there. After you read that,
Okay.
you're going to tell them, so you can take tests or don't take tests. She has no priors, so you're going to tell her she refused to take tests, no priors. She's going to look at a 1-year suspension on her license. She takes the test and is over the legal limit. She's looking at a 90 days. And this just kind of goes in order how many priors they've had.
Okay.
So you're just going to read those right there with just this entire paragraph right here.
All right, sounds
And
good.
then when you get done, I've already signed it. You always have to have a witness that you read in front of. You have
Okay.
to sign there, and then you'll fill all this. I'm sure they'll help you. Rob will help you with that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Dealing with a newbie officer in OVI procedures could be like playing chess for a calculating young adult in a tight spot. The rookie must be impeccably trained and stick to protocol, especially with a seasoned officer present to steer clear of any complications.
All right, looks like I got to read you a big paragraph here. You can
Gotcha.
follow along if you want.
I'm gonna follow along.
All right. You now are
I'm
under.
under arrest by OBI. Sorry.
Okay. You now are under arrest
And it's an OBI. Yep.
for operating
You can-
a vehicle
you can
under the
skip it and
influence
you
of
can blow
alcohol,
me.
a drug, or a combination of them, operating a vehicle while under the influence of a listed controlled substance or a listed metabolite of a controlled substance, operating a vehicle after underage alcohol consumption, or having physical control of a vehicle while under the influence. If you refuse to take any chemical test required by law, your Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately, and you will have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated.
Spot-on detection stems from keen observation, qualities every top-notch cop must possess from the get-go. However, the arrested girl reveals her own sharp observation skills by picking up on the rookie status of the arresting officer. It's a savvy move on her part, as any seasoned officer would tell you.
Yeah.
It's automatically for 1 year if you don't take the test.
Alright, then I'd like to take a test.
Okay.
Actually, I would not. I'm sorry. Can you read that one more time?
You don't have to.
Well,
I
well,
didn't
yeah.
really understand it the first time.
What don't you understand? I can help you.
I just don't understand the first part. If you could just read it to me
Like
one more
the
time,
if
that
you
would
don't
help.
blow,
If I don't
a year
blow.
suspension.
Could you just read it to me again? Like, I need to hear the fine lines one more time. Just so I can evaluate
What
everything.
timeline? You talking about the whole entire paragraph that you just read?
I just need it read again.
You can read it again. You don't have to.
Yeah, I just want to hear it again.
Okay,
like,
well,
not anything
photo
against you guys.
Yeah.
I just want.
If you want to read it, you can read it right
Okay,
here.
Thank you.
She's really putting the officer's patience to the test, playing dumb and acting like she's clueless about the information. It would almost be funny if it weren't so stressful. The seasoned officer seems to humor her antics, perhaps hoping to throw the cops off balance, but he keeps his cool and doesn't take the bait.
I'm sorry. If I refuse to have the test taken, what will happen? Just automatic suspension for a year? Okay. Okay. Understand.
You want to take this?
Yeah, I would like.
Stand next to me.
Yep.
Take a deep breath. Just like a straw right here. You're going to put your mouth on that, and you're just going to blow into it as hard as you can. About 10 seconds. You got to blow harder. Blow harder. You're going to hear your tongue. Just like that. Keep blowing. Keep blowing. About 8 more seconds. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You're almost good. You're almost. Good. Good. You got it.
Sorry.
All right. You blew it. 0.248. Okay. So you are.
That's under the legal limit.
No, you're
You're about 4 times over the legal limit.
Well, you're 3 times over the legal limit. Just over 3 times.
Once she's done with her questions, she agrees to take a breathalyzer test at the police station. It wasn't done on the road because she already confessed to being drunk at the scene and attempted to flee from the officers, so there's no need for a roadside test then. The station test, done post-arrest, serves as evidence for the court for her blood alcohol content, or BAC. And guess what? She clocks in at over 3 times the legal limit. Ouch.
Just always remember, sometimes people forget to sign this.
Okay.
You got to come back, just make sure you always have a witness sign it.
Oh, okay.
So if for some reason, like you get an OVI, now a crash, and you got to go to the hospital, you'll go up there, you'll read the 2255. It doesn't have to be a law enforcement officer, it just has to be anybody. So you can have a nurse sign it, whoever's around it. Just, if you don't have to sign it, the pain, ALS can get thrown out.
Okay. All right.
There's one crucial element when it comes to an OVI police report, the lab report, showcasing the blood or urine test of the unfortunate soul in cuffs. And every officer must ensure that those reports must have signatures by witnesses in order to be valid in court.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're okay.
No, I'm sorry. But you're not help me.
What can I do right now to help you out?
Like, kill me. Like, literally shoot me. Like, I don't think anyone.
20.
Yeah.
I can't.
Just throw us a squad to the front parking lot of the PD. We're going to transport her down the hospital because of the level that she's at and the comment or the statements that she's making right now. So, and that's probably going to end up helping you out because you're going to have your hands full here.
Caught, and in the midst of a meltdown, her actions require some understanding and careful handling. Despite the reason for her arrest, her welfare is currently the officer's main concern.
She want to talk to him? She wants to talk to Dad.
Talk to Dad?
Yeah, they want you to come out.
I would assume they're going to make her detox, and then once she detoxes, they'll reevaluate her, and then they'll discharge her. That's usually how it goes. Well, that worked out well, actually. That's a means to an end.
I explained that to him, and he agreed. He thanked us.
It was a hectic night for both the officers and the young woman's family, but it appears the storm has passed. The 19-year-old was charged with OVI, having a BAC over .17, and failure to control her vehicle. Do you think guilty people always make a run for it? Well, when it comes to a car crash, if someone's been hitting the bottle and realizes they're in hot water for DUI, they might just bolt to dodge the consequences. And guess what? That's when those hit and run situations tend to rear their ugly heads.
Your neck or back hurt? No? Alright.
Just get checked by someone just in case. You're totally. How old are you?
21. I mean, that's up to you. What are you thinking? Yeah. Have you ever been involved in an accident before? Have you ever heard of an adrenaline rush? Do you feel your heart rapidly pumping? Okay. Were you wearing your seatbelt? Okay. Were you traveling that way towards West 130th? Okay. All right.
And I have the witness, their name and number, and they saw the me.
Okay.
And I have a picture of the license plate number in the car.
All right. Do you remember what kind of car? Remember what kind of car it looked like?
In Ohio, officers rushed to the scene of a car accident where they spotted a young woman in another vehicle. After a quick chat, they discovered she was the victim of a hit and run. Despite being understandably shaken, she pulled off a genius move, snapping a picture of the culprit's license plate. That's often a game changer in hit and run situations.
Hey, you two. Let me see your hands. Let's see your hands. What do you got there?
There's a file, bro.
Yeah, what type is it?
There's the keys, bro. I ain't did nothing
Right.
wrong. What the fuck did you put your hands on me for? Why you even doing that? You can't even do that, bro. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that, bro. Which guy? No, but you can't. I wasn't driving that all, bro.
You got a key to that Mazda over there that just
I
hit
wasn't
you?
driving that all, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I just gave you the keys, bro.
I'm detaining you. You're not detaining.
Hold your horses, folks. Thanks to the victim's quick thinking and that snapshot of the car's license plate, the cops were hot on the trail of the runaway couple. You're never quite sure how the suspects will react. Will they bolt? Are they carrying weapons? And will they come clean? Officers need to stay sharp and be ready for anything and everything.
Okay, cool. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. I got 2 detained. Right back.
What did I do?
Well, you were in that vehicle. Why are you bleeding from the nose?
I did not. Nobody pulled over. Nobody came.
So you don't walk away.
What's your name?
They got the keys right there.
Oh, that's stupid. You're all in the vehicle.
Oh, see, that's just dumb. Open your hands for me, please.
What's that?
Somebody hit us, bro.
Oh, and then you guys lost?
Yeah.
No, we
Okay,
right
cool.
here.
All right, I'm gonna listen
right
to you.
here.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are dumb.
When it comes to drunk drivers and hit and run suspects, their excuses often feel too far-fetched and less creative every time. For example, insisting that they had nothing to drink. and the list goes on. And when the suspects run from the crash scene, their excuses not only sound lame, but also a bit ridiculous.
What do you have on you, ma'am?
I don't have anything.
You don't have anything? You want to step up to the hood of my car?
Or the sidewalk.
Oh, for sure. Who was driving? You were driving? Why does he have the key? Why does he have the key, though? Oh, the seat was all the way up?
Yeah.
So he was driving?
No, he was not driving.
Oh, she was driving? Why are you bleeding from your nose? Are you okay?
I'm not bleeding from my nose. What the fuck?
You got, yeah, there's
Hey,
blood all
listen to
over.
us. We can see your nose. You're bleeding
not-
from the nose.
Okay.
Let me see your eyes. What drugs have you snorted?
Marijuana.
You snort marijuana?
No, I didn't smoke marijuana, but
I snort.
She's got
marijuana.
an open bottle of Patron anyways.
Yeah. But,
All right.
Yeah.
This is probably the highlight of this arrest. She hadn't noticed her nose was busted and clearly didn't pay attention to the officer's question. Snorted marijuana? Please. Despite the fact that the cops don't know for sure if she has taken any drugs, two things are certain. She's obviously impaired, and there's an open bottle of tequila in her car. So, it's off to the station they go.
How many other drinks did you have today? That's it? They also said you had an open bottle in your car. Okay. Okay. So, because of the weather, I'm gonna ask my boss if I can take you back to the station.
Squad on scene on Heather Lane for a baby that was just born, trouble breathing.
Because of the weather, I'm gonna request to see if I can take you back to the station, run a couple tests, okay? 'Cause with this, it's too difficult to do this test. Okay?
Instead of conducting the sobriety test right on the spot, the officer opted to do them at the station because of the weather. During a DUI stop, cops generally ask the driver if they've had anything to drink. Typically, drivers downplay their intake, saying something like, just a beer or two with dinner, which is usually far from the truth.
So I'm gonna run you through some tests, okay? Okay, do you understand what's happening? We're running you through some tests because you did verbally admit to some alcohol intake. Yep. And then you got in a car accident, okay? So do you have any problems with your eyes that I should know about? Some contacts, any? Nope, no issues? Nope. Do you have any issues with balance when it comes to like your hips, your back, knees? No issues? No recent surgeries?
I had recent surgery.
What's your recent surgery?
I had a lipo transfer, a fat transfer.
Police have an array of field sobriety tests, or FSTs, but the top three standardized ones are the horizontal gaze nystagmus, or HGN, walk and turn, and the one-leg stand. But before asking the suspect to take any sobriety test, it's crucial to ask about any recent surgery. While this lady has had surgery, it's not that recent, so she's good to proceed worry-free with the tests. Let's see how she does.
So I want you to keep standing like you are.
Okay.
Yep, we're gonna follow down this line, okay?
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna plant your left foot down, right foot in front of the other. Left foot down, right foot. Nope, no, hold, don't start.
Okay.
You're just gonna stand.
Okay.
Stand like this.
Okay.
Okay? Nope. Down this way. So you're gonna do like this.
Okay.
Nope. Turn and face me. Yep.
In the walk and turn test, the officer instructs her to take 2 sets of 9 steps in a straight line, placing heel to toe, then pivot on one foot with a series of small steps, and then return the same way while counting each step aloud. The officer is observing for specific indicators that may suggest that she's unfit to drive, such as balance loss or difficulty following instructions.
What you're gonna do when I tell you to begin, you're gonna raise one leg. Oh, we're raising one leg before I tell you to begin.
Okay. So should I just wait until you say, do it?
Yes, that is what I've
Okay.
told you 3 times already. You understand?
Yep.
Okay. What you will do when I tell you to begin, you'll raise one leg up, about 6 inches from the ground, toes to the sky. You're going to count and look at your toe, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, and you're going to keep counting by 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, and so on. Keep going by 1,000s.
How many 1,000s?
Until I tell you to stop.
All right.
Okay? So whenever you are ready, either foot of your choice, raise it up and start counting. Make sure to look at your toes, hands down at your sides. Whenever you're ready.
This might be a lot.
Oh, God.
4818.
You don't want to do this test?
I'm just like,
You cannot use the law.
I can't.
Okay, that's fine. You can put your foot down.
During the 1-foot stand test, the officer keeps an eye out for 4 key indicators: placing the foot down, hopping to keep balance, using arms for support, and swaying while balancing.
So here, let's have a seat in this room, and I'm gonna I'm gonna talk to you about a couple things, okay?
Yep.
This bench, man, the bench. No, the bench.
Okay.
I don't. Okay. So, at this time, based on your admittance of drinking some alcohol, the open container in the vehicle, you got in a vehicle accident. And based on our tests in the hallway, I do believe you are over the legal limit. Okay?
Yep.
So at this time, I'm advising you, you are being arrested for alcohol OVI. Okay?
It's time to deal with the paperwork, and it appears that no one has arrived to claim her car. In some cases, when finding someone to drive the car isn't possible or permitted by the officer, they'll arrange for a towing service to transport it to an impound lot. Upon release from jail, the paperwork she'll be provided outlines the process for reclaiming her vehicle, including contacting the tow lot and covering the fees.
No, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Is that the vehicle owner?
Uffer. I did not give you permission to use your phone yet.
You didn't say I couldn't use it either.
You didn't ask.
You didn't say I didn't have permission.
Well,
Let's go. I'm cool.
okay.
Fine.
Well, you didn't ask.
It's not.
So, I'm gonna read you some paperwork. Okay? You understand? I gotta read a bunch of paperwork?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, before I ask you any questions.
But I'm not doing a breathalyzer test or none of that.
You're refusing breathalyzer?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't do that quite yet. Have a seat at the bench.
Ma'am, opting out of the breathalyzer test isn't wise. The individual in question, later revealed to be Krista Jackson, found herself facing a list of charges, including an open container violation, possession of multiple driver's licenses, weaving, driving on sidewalks, curbs, trees, lawns. What the hell is that? DUI, and fleeing the scene of an accident. You might be familiar with those viral videos circulating online showcasing smash and grab incidents that leave both retailers and shoppers feeling uneasy, right? Take, for instance, what went down in 2023 over at a Walmart in Florida. 2 suspects strolled right out of the store, pushing a cart loaded up with goodies they hadn't paid for.
Hello. How are you? I'm Officer Schnipp from the Bronx Police Department. Stopped you because we got a call that a vehicle matching your description had just left the Walmart just a few minutes ago with a lot of unpaid for items. Is that a possibility?
I don't know nothing about it.
You don't? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't get anything.
Do you have your license registration on you?
I didn't memorize my license.
Do you? Okay. You have a medical marijuana card also?
I smoke hemp.
You smoke hemp? Okay.
You roll your back window down. Thank you. Just so we can see everybody in the car. Now take your keys out of the ignition for me.
I'm not gonna go anything.
Okay, all right.
Initially pegged as a duo, the police soon spot an elderly lady in their company. The police, keeping their cool, approach the scene with care, trying to maintain composure while carefully assessing the situation for any signs of theft.
No weapons or anything, right?
No.
Okay, no weapons or anything, sir? You're good. You just want to stand over here?
I just heard them take over.
Just gonna sit right there, okay?
Or if you know what, make sure he keeps like leaning out. It's probably gonna be her and him. They said the older female with the bandana
she was
involved.
Was involved?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can practically sense the driver's frustration as the officer approaches the car. I mean, it's written all over her face. Caught red-handed. The officer, sharp as a tack, picks up on her slow speech and perhaps a telltale scent coming from the car. Meanwhile, the officers have already concluded that the older lady in the passenger seat isn't part of the scheme.
All right, so you're going to be asked to view a subject, or 2 subjects in this case, that are currently with another officer. The subject you are being asked to view may or may not be the suspect.
Go ahead and hop out for me. Face the car for me for a second. You don't have anything on you that's going to poke me, prod me, stick me, stab me? I'm going to pat you down just for weapons, okay? You come stand over here by the trunk.
Yeah, one more. We're gonna pull her out. I got you. Want to grab it?
How's it going, ma'am?
Bye.
Alright, do me a favor. I'm gonna have you hop out too, okay? You don't have any weapons on you? Nothing's gonna poke me, prod me, stick me, stab me?
No.
Okay. You can just leave all your stuff in the car for now.
As some officers stay busy with the suspects on the roadside, another officer talks to a potential witness who might be a Walmart regular or even a staff member. The interplay between the officers is crucial in piecing together whether the duo in the car are truly in the wrong.
Amy, placed under arrest for shoplifting right now, okay?
Yes, sir. Same with you. You're in place under arrest.
All right. So
Go ahead and turn away. Face away from me.
Give us 1 minute as far as the stuff in the car, okay?
You have anything on you? Who poke me or stick me? Have anything tucked up in places it shouldn't be tucked up? Nothing like that?
For that crash? Yeah, man. Appreciate you. Thanks, Josh. Since they say she's got nothing, she's working on getting a ride out of here, so.
Well, well, well. Looks like the stakes just got raised a notch. The couple's got the cuffs on, and they're officially in hot water for shoplifting. As for the older lady, fingers crossed she finds a quick ride out of there. Now the cops need to escort this duo down to the station.
We're thinking we should probably have LP come over here and recover their property so we can get an exact amount. They're not sure because it happened so fast. Like, basically that female went over to one of the clerks, or the person that checks receipts, basically distracted them with something while the male jetted right past them. And then as soon as he passed, she was like, okay, bye, and just like kind of ran off with him. If you got a loss prevention officer there who said, yes, I watched them push the cart out, it had this stuff in it, they can come here and identify these as the items that were in the cart that were pushed out, and they recover them right from here from the cart they witnessed, I'm fine with that. And then they can give us totals from that.
The cops put the call out for the loss prevention officer from Walmart to swing by the arrest site so he can help identify the stolen goods. The store and police have surveillance footage, so spotting what belongs to the store shouldn't be too tricky.
Whatever you say is yours, we'll take that out, and then if there's something in there that they want to fight in court and say, no, we paid for that at an earlier time or a different time or something, then they can argue that in court.
Pretty sure this, and then you'll be able to get a training receipt with a total. It's still cold.
Yeah.
Both things of laundry detergent.
Yeah, pretty much this whole, that whole mount. Yeah.
No surprises here. If you've been keeping an eye on the news about shoplifting, you won't be shocked by their list of stolen items, mostly laundry items. According to the National Retail Federation's 2022 Retail Security Survey, laundry detergent holds steady in second place as a hot ticket item for thieves, clocking in at a solid 21% ranking, right behind designer clothes at 34%.
Hold on. A lot of money.
Oh, goodness.
A lot of money.
A hefty amount of cash.
Not that much cash.
Hey, we came to the Continental and the
Bag is just full of money.
What is that? Heroin, right? Little brown sugar. Want some wiggling around?
Here, just grab a bag. Let's bag this up. Document where you found it. We'll test it all and weigh it all to PD.
Alongside the stolen goods, the officers stumble upon a bag of cash and another one hiding a stash of drugs. The woman's rap sheet turned out to be a list of serious offenses, including grand theft, unlawful possession of multiple IDs, driving on a suspended license, paraphernalia, and even trafficking fentanyl, while the man's got a grand theft charge of his own. The case in point here happened in December 2023 in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Cops on the beat got wind of a speeding pickup truck. They tried to flag down the driver, but he decided to kick it into high gear and make a break for it, leaving the cops in the dust.
Hey, bud. What's going on, man?
Filling up, going home.
All right. Why you were running from us?
That part blocking his truck for me.
Come on. Just keep your hands on your truck for me.
Yep.
Just put your hands on your truck for me right now.
Huh?
You a little intoxicated?
No.
Why were you running, man?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you doing okay? You have a medical emergency or anything?
I'm just going home.
Where do you live at?
I'm right down the road.
Right down the road. What's your name, brother?
John.
It's your truck?
Yep.
I gotcha. Yeah, man, you're going kind of fast.
Alright, this truck is only going to my house and that's it.
Yeah, because I saw you went up Star just a second ago pretty fast.
I'm just getting gas.
Okay, because we got to talk to you about that because some of our officers tried to stop you and you took off. You don't remember?
Well, if there's no pressing urgency, there's really no need to dash off like this guy did. Not just once, but twice. His evasive responses and reluctance to meet the officer's gaze strongly suggest that his "I'm just going home" tale might be a bit fishy.
What's going on, Matthew?
It's not Matthew.
Oh, I'm sorry. John, right?
John.
What's going on, man?
Just going home.
No, why are you fleeing from us, though?
Grabbing gas, going home.
I get that, but why were you fleeing from us downtown?
I'm just going home.
Okay, you're going home now, but you've been fleeing from us the whole time. I've had it on video. You don't
I'm
want
just going home.
Okay. Do you have much to drink tonight?
Not enough.
Not enough? Okay. Are you saying that you never fled from us?
I'm just trying to go home.
And that's your story?
Yeah.
Okay. You're under arrest.
Okay. You got a knife in the right pocket.
You got the knife out already?
Either he's had a bit too much to drink, or he's just trying to get under the officer's skin with those repeated and vague answers. And let's not overlook the fact that he's carrying a knife in his pocket, which definitely sets off some safety alarms.
There will be a gun inside.
There's a gun inside the vehicle?
Inside the vehicle.
What kind of gun?
It's a 9mm.
Where at?
Inside, right by the driver's side seat.
By the seat? You mind if we secure that so nobody else gets it?
Yep. Go ahead. Do what you got to do. It's not on me.
All right.
Do you want them to go first?
Well, we got to go down to the PD for fields.
Right.
So,
I just figured since I tried to stop him, I can take the 5.
guys, can you go ahead and secure in 160s and then
Open beer, cold, full.
This scenario demands careful handling. With a drunk driver carrying both a knife and a firearm, it's crucial that officers approach this situation with caution. Before engaging with the intoxicated driver, it's wise for officers to take a moment to take a deep breath, allowing their adrenaline to settle to ensure a safe and measured response, minimizing the risk of escalation or harm.
He's pretty gassed, so he might just think it was in the truck.
Yeah.
Did we check that? We haven't checked the tailgate yet, but he's saying it was in here, and the whole cabin here is, apart from all the booze and marijuana, there's no gun.
No weed.
No weed?
A little bit. Which is pretty empty to me. Yeah. Figured he was going to Quick Trip.
All roads lead to KT.
All roads lead to KT, yeah.
Is that an open container too?
Lots of open containers. Yeah, marijuana, open containers. Did you have your lights and sirens on?
I did.
So felony fleeing, and then we'll do the 5-5 stuff down at the PD.
The police concluded their search of the vehicle for the firearm, but unfortunately came up empty-handed. However, their efforts weren't entirely in vain, as they discovered bags of marijuana and additional empty containers of alcoholic beverages.
We step out with me here. So essentially what I want to do is basically go through some tests to make sure that you are safe to drive tonight, okay? Are you going to be cooperative with us? Okay, so I'm going to take your handcuffs off. Obviously, if there's any issues, you're going to go right back in them, okay? But we want to make sure that we give you this opportunity to see if you're safe to drive tonight. Sound good? Okay. Have you ever been through this kind of testing before?
Yep.
Do you mind taking your hat off for me?
I can take it for you if you wanted to get dirty. Good? Yeah.
I'm gonna have you put your heels and toes together, hands down at your side. I'm gonna hold my finger out just like this, and I want you to follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only. Do you understand?
If the officer is requesting that John undergo FSTs, she's probably already decided to charge him with a DUI offense. Typically, passing the tests could prevent an arrest, but given John's double escape from the officers, in addition to the empty drink containers and the marijuana found in his car, it's unlikely that they'll let John go this time.
How many drinks do you think you had tonight? Not enough? So you typically don't drink?
Regular is lately, after is, sure you guys are going to look it up. I have one DUI under my belt. I was just trying to get home.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, sounds good. Well, tonight you are going to be under arrest for another OWI, okay? I am going to handcuff you in the front. We have a lot of paperwork to go through, and you've been very cooperative with me.
It's interesting that the officer emphasized John's cooperation. Statistically, over 80% of arrests don't require the use of force, placing most arrestees in the cooperative subject category at the lower end of the use of force continuum.
Well, I can tell you what, future reference, it's always much easier if you do get stopped or someone tries to stop you to just pull over. You know, instead of making all the extra effort that you put in for the same result and extra charges, like, you're better off just stopping and, you know, owning up to what you did, and instead of making it essentially worse for yourself. You know what I mean?
John faced serious charges, including a felony for fleeing an officer, as well as misdemeanor counts for a second offense and possession of THC. His reckless driving behavior throughout the city also resulted in multiple traffic citations, amounting to over $1,200 in fines.
I'm at beyond Alley 3. I'm at beyond Alley 3 because I don't have standing.
Stand by the garage. You just walk up with the paperwork. Like you have to give it to her, so it's just you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'll wait for you and myself in.
Law enforcement officials get ready for a meticulous operation to execute an arrest warrant. Their target is a woman wanted for grand theft, evading authorities since 2019. Now, with everything poised for action, they're primed and ready to swoop in and make the arrest.
Hey, Lucretia here?
Lucretia?
Yeah. Well, is there a female here?
Yeah.
Can I talk to her? I think I'm getting the name wrong. Yeah, she just, I have to have her fill out some paperwork from an incident that occurred a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Alright? Okay, yeah, just have her step.
Okay.
While the exact head count inside remains a mystery, one thing's for sure. Their target is holed up within those walls. With this intel in hand and the element of surprise on their side, their strategy calls for a cool and nonchalant approach.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, you were involved in a battery a couple weeks ago? Yeah. I just have to have you sign some paperwork for me. Can you just do it on your car here? Because I don't have a thing.
Damn, dog.
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought it was up.
Yeah. Hey.
Wait.
Where's that?
Wait, one more.
You got a warrant. Stop. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Watching the officer in action made me notice how effortlessly cool and laid back he sounds, almost like he's just casually chatting with a neighbor. By keeping things low-key and friendly, the cop cleverly creates an atmosphere that's disarmingly inviting, and the fugitive steps out into the open.
What are you doing? Stop resisting. What are you doing?
We know your true name.
What are you doing?
Shamikia, you have warrants for your arrest.
Stop resisting. What are you doing? Stop resisting.
You have warrants for your arrest,
Why
Shamikia.
you're hurting me?
Well, you're resisting.
Stop resisting, okay?
We told you stop resisting.
You're hurting me.
Okay, well, if you
You're
cooperate...
hurting me. Please take it apart. Please, you're hurting me.
No, you're going to jail.
For what?
You have warrants. We know your name, Shamikia.
Let me go, please.
No shocker here. The officer saw this coming from a mile away. Let's face it, someone who's been dodging the authorities for years isn't likely to go down without a struggle, especially when faced with a warrant with their name written on it.
You've given your sister's name multiple times. You have warrants for your arrest you know about. You're on probation out of Miami. The gig's up. You got away with it for years. You can't get away with it anymore. Coming around. And she wanted to change her clothes too?
I can't go like this.
She tried to get it around.
I don't have enough.
You're going like that. You're going like that. You gave up when you fought us. We don't give any breaks.
With her lack of cooperation, it's clear she's not making any friends on the force. So, when it comes to extending those little acts of kindness, like letting her swap out of clothes or slip into more comfortable shoes, forget about it. The cops aren't feeling particularly generous when someone's making their jobs tougher than they already are.
I don't understand what's going on.
You know exactly what's going on. You keep giving your sister's name because you have warrants, right? So this shouldn't be a shock to you, okay? You've been hiding your warrants since 2019. You've gotten stopped multiple times. You keep giving your sister's information every time you get stopped. There's a reason you give your sister's information, because you have warrants. Like, let's be an adult.
I had to do all of this.
Okay,
like,
let's be an
for what,
adult.
though? But why was
Because you've been hiding since 2019.
So what? Maybe I don't want to be found. You ever thought about that? Like, seriously?
Now you're found.
I haven't done anything. I don't get in trouble up here. Like, what's the problem?
Well, you're going back to Miami.
On top of that grand theft warrant she's been dodging since 2019, this fugitive was charged with resisting without violence, driving without a driver's license, and refusing to accept and sign a citation. Well, be it grand theft, shoplifting, or drunk driving. One thing's for sure, the law's gonna end up knocking on doors to get justice done. That's a wrap for now, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.